just a few miles away from the big house, where this house is home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles, and we... Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Eastern Michigan's offense has the ball first today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script.
And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example.
Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they guide at the 49.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. He'll keep it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Eagles have moved it inside the 20. They send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Kim. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's is incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Hand off from the shotgun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on! What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Kim. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's McMillan. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Givens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll give it to Johnson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nice move to keep running. Gets away from 1, finds some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The give to the tailback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Here's a big decision for you on offense now. You just gave up a negative play. You lost some momentum down by the goal line, but do you believe your guys can execute right now on fourth down to generate a touchdown? Let's find out.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Eastern Michigan going fast.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his man. It's Wheeler. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Kim. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. A little screen to the running back. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And this one is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He turns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Kim. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and we'll see if they go for it here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by just 4 to South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kick is on its way. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Give to the running back. Trucks through the defender. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. The short hands, it's Givens. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Eastern Michigan going fast.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. And you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
To the air, it's Kim. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Finds a little space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Spins away from the defender. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Givens. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Rasmussen. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Defense got it, they're on the run. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And the offense got exactly what they wanted. They got the look. They dialed up the play. Everything was going great until they forgot to hold on to the football.
Yeah, it's plays like that that end up losing you games, right? This is an offense that has playmakers, and they can create explosive plays, and they got one right there, but you just have to finish. You got to have better ball security. Give the defense credit, though. They forced the takeaway and changed momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Kim. Got his man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Give to the single back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's got it. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
To the air, it's Kim. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. And they make the tackle, not before he gets to 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to beat him to the left. Hard running there. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They want to throw it. Pressure coming.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got it behind the line. It's McMillan.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Gives it to the back on the draw. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Kim. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him! Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down through the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He holds one deep down the left side.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got it in the middle, it's Rook.
defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Was to pass. Here's the heat. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Punts it out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. power football with the run. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.